Welcome back everyone. Now that we've implemented that, we're going to test it in-game to make sure that it works. So we are going to minimize and we're going to press play. As you can see, I attack, my line trace is still pushing. So if I press the input there, you can see that it is going down. I can't press it while it's on cooldown. There. Awesome. So we know that that works. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new actor and we are going to call it blueprint class actor. We're going to call it BP test training projectile. Let's go with the dummy. So you can put it wherever you want, but I'm just going to pop it here for now and we're going to open that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to add a sprite. It's not going to be a flipbook, and I believe I already have a projectile. So I have a bomb, I have a bunch of different ones. So I'm going to use a fireball. Good old classic fireball. Nothing beats that. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add a sphere collision. I'll keep it just like that, simplicity. And then I'm going to add a projectile movement component. Projectile movement component. Cool. So that is the basics of our projectile that we are going to spawn. So in projectile movement, what I want to do is for the initial speed, I'm going to set it something, say about 650, and a max speed I'll set at 800. Again, not much different. For the gravity scale, I am going to set it to 0 so that it flies straight. So instead of 1, I'm going to change it to 0. And then I'm going to compile, and I'm going to save. Okay, so now we're going to go to our event graph, delete all of these, and what we're going to do is we are going to right click on our sphere collision here, add event, and we're going to add on component begin overlap. So on component begin overlap. And I'm going to do this across the board. So I am going to cast to master player. So if it hits anyone that inherits from the master player, it's going to carry out this logic. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to implement the option to shield for all player characters. So 2 of them will have the ability to shield, 1 of them will not. So I'm going to go back to my master player. So in the master player, I'm going to add a new variable, and I'm going to call it IsBlocking ? And I'm going to make it a boolean. And then I'm going to add the category life. So for now, it's going to be in the life category. So we have now implemented that boolean, and then when we go to our shield ability, so again it's fairly simple at the moment. So she has a shield. I am going to get the variable now is blocking. Oh. And I'm just going to set it to true. I'm just going to copy and paste that before I set it to true. likewise there. File, save. Okay, so we have that now, and then if she is blocking, I want it to be so that there is a reward for her blocking. And we're going to go into that in the next video.